Okay guys, Brits Bollywood time, and as I said, I'll be here with one of my favourite singers. It's Sonu Nigam in the house. How you doing?
Very good, thank
Yeah,
you.
it's a pleasure having you back on our show.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to be performing in UK, and I'm happy to be back here again for 2.5 years now.
But what is it about people and concerts that strives you every time to come and do this?
I have been performing on stage for the last 36 years now. It has been a part of my system, my upbringing. Stage singing is special because there is nothing between the audience and me.
Yeah.
It's just me and the audience. I can, express and communicate with them the way I want to. Whatever I want to convey can be conveyed through my songs, or through what I speak, or through how I emote, or through how I come across to them. There is no medium. There is no one to tweak it, manipulate it. So that's why I love, and also the fact that you have to be a singer. You have to be a good singer to be considered a singer in front of a live audience.
Absolutely. You don't have any supporting acts. It's you, 3 hours, bang on, going.
That's how it's always been, actually. God has given us something which we enjoy doing so much, and God has given surplus of that. So in all our shows, the whole show is about communicating through music, and the best listeners come to my show. This is what I've always seen.
When you go, is it mostly like Bollywood numbers, or do you like render Muhammad Rafi's old songs, or do you do like your own single albums that you did? How does it work?
We have such a great repertoire of our own music that we generally don't need to do much about
certain genre.
Our shows are structured. We know what we're going to be doing. But if we know that the audience wants something,
then you just mold it.
It just takes us 3 seconds to change the mood of the show.
Absolutely. When you came in last time, we actually discussed this, how singers, especially in Bollywood, they're not treated right, especially when it comes to the rights of the music. And I know that you were working in force to actually, and rightly so, as it does in Hollywood and various other countries. Has that changed now, or is it still in the same way?
Yeah, congratulations. The law was passed last year.
Oh, congratulations,
The singers, first of all, the composers and lyrics writers are the copyright owners of the song. And the singer is the performer, and he is entitled to his performing right.
Okay.
He can ask, they can ask as an institution, ask royalties for the sound that has been, the song
played
played every time on radio or television. It's just a very new thing in India, so people are still perplexed with how it will be implemented, because we don't have sufficient machinery to keep a tab of everything.
I was with one of the biggest from one of the labels, and I said to him, like, this is good, and he said, no. That song is only working because Salman Khan is singing on screen, so the royalty belongs to the producer who actually signs Salman Khan. And I thought that was very contradictory, how the thinking, the mindset of a Bollywood film producer works.
Have you heard that song? Aankhein teri, na 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 na, ta ra ra, Maula mere Maula. Who's the actor in that song?
Siddharth Kurala,
So.
Yeah, and the song was great. Yeah, it's true. It's a fact. It's a fact, but they don't see it that way.
Who decides what's a hit?
What's a hit? The audience.
Exactly. So how can one person take the credit of it?
Yeah, true.
The credit goes to a team. I understand.
Yeah, it's a team effort.
So when you're giving crores to the actors, why are you expecting singers to settle for 20,000 rupees?
Absolutely. No, it's a fact.
So that's what the producers.
That's what I should tell him next time.
There's going to be stiff opposition to the law. Also, I understand that. But if everybody is
together and it's the rightful act, then you should have it. Hopefully.
धड़कन नहीं जाना जिंदा हूँ मैं तो अभी कुछ ऐसी लगन इस लम्हे में है ये लम्हा कहाँ था मेरा अब है सामने इसे छू लो जरा मर जाओ या जी लो जरा खुशियाँ चूम लूं या रो लो जरा मर जाओ या जी लो zara.
I always wondered, like, especially in British Asians here in UK, the Hindustani singers that we have, and you go to all the concerts, and they're all none of them sing live.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. You go to melas and you go and they all like got it on the CD and then they're all like, honestly, this is the truth. I don't know why that is, but apparently everyone does it.
One reason primarily is that they do not want to disturb the studio sound.
Sure.
And they don't have those that kind of musicians who could replicate that sound.
Sure.
But that's easy. You can actually have two musicians also. You can have a -1 track, and if you are a singer, you should be able to do a -1. -1 is instrumental without the voice.
Sure.
That's what we call -1. Earlier, it was very difficult to become a singer.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to get that place or get the name as a singer because you didn't have the technology to help you get into the right pitch.
Sure.
So we all had to practice a lot. You know, I never knew that there's going to be a software called Antiras or Melodyne invented in future where which will make sure that any non-singer can become a singer.
Yeah.
We never knew that. Such softwares are not available on stage.
Yeah.
So those who cannot sing that well are terrified to sing on stage because they're going to go off of the pitch. That is why I love stage shows, because it's a litmus test for who's a singer, who's not a singer.
So tell us, have you ever, like, when you sang a song, have you ever, like, broken down? Ever? Has there been a song?
Yeah,
many times.
Initially, because you know, when Kala Ho Na Ho came, I had a kind of a strange. At that time, I was having a tough time with my marriage. That time, I was pretty not so prepared. I still remember I was singing that song and I broke down in Melbourne. I was in Australia at that time.
Live on concert?
Live on concert, yeah, wow. Right. And I had to just, my nose was coming out. I was crying so much.
Now tell us, your son's been making you proud with Gola Varidi. That was a fantastic. Let's talk about some joy now. That was quite fantastic and came out of nowhere.
My idea was to keep create a record of how he used to sing and how he should look.
Of course, yeah.
Because if we don't do it, who's going to do it for him?
Of course.
So I thought, he's singing the song at home, so why not just record it in my studio? Record his voice. Little did I know that it's going to break so many records.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so happy that he's been loved by people so much.
Absolutely. Now, any special message for the audience?
Thank you very much, audience. Lots of love to all of you. You have been the reason why I'm enjoying my profession. I'm enjoying my work, and if I have made even a little bit of difference in your life through my music or through the way I think, through the way I present myself or express, I'm happy to know that. I'll be happy. I would think that me being in this profession has been justified. See you all in my concerts, forthcoming concerts.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Okay guys, that was a lovely Sonu Nigam, and I thought, you know what, let me also dedicate a song. So I'm going to actually sing a song right now. Suraj hua madham, chand bujhne laga. The guy's making faces behind the camera. How dare you? Seriously, how dare you? I thought I have a lovely voice. I'm going to my mummy. I'm going to have a pranta right now because he's depressed me. So guys, I'm going to go home now. So I hope you guys will have a wonderful Sunday, and if you're watching it during the week, have a wonderful evening. In the meantime, there's always a question before I go, and the question is about Sonu Nigam. What's the name of his son? Answers on asad@zingtv.co.uk.
Hatte katte, ullu ke patte, ek thali ke chatte batte, salindi kattu, bajar battu, ay bala kotal tu, upar se bolte hai WhatsApp bare, नीचे से खींचते हैं चड्डी चड्डी, सारा इज्जत उतारने को ऑलवेज रेडी. हर एक फ्रेंड कमी ना होता है, बोले तो हर एक फ्रेंड कमी ना होता है.